I am Dr. Jereme Trunk, and I'm going to brag about myself first. I've been studying and treating the human body for nearly 20 years. I have a doctorate from a perennially ranked top 15 physical therapy program at hundreds of schools in the nation. I've worked with top athletes from Olympians to NFL to Major League Baseball to NHL. I was a top clinician at a company that went from 30 clinics to 150 in my tenure there, with consistently being one of the most filled schedules in that company. Now for a little bit of humility. During that time, as much as I had a successful track record as a therapist, there were patients I couldn't fix. And I also felt like I let them down. But the one I was let down the most was myself. You see, at that point, it had been 20 years since I was in a life-altering ski accident. At the time, I had broken my collarbone. That's what I was told, and I did. But the constant debilitating pain I had in my back, it was just a sprain. Work through it, get stronger, try these pills. There's nothing wrong with you, and you're just going to have to live with the pain. Were the 5 most common anecdotes I heard for those first 20 years. He held things much longer, and he didn't work where I hurt. So my ego stepped up and said, "I don't hurt there." To which he gently replied, "I don't feel you need it there." After 2 sessions, I remember I came home one night and I laid on the ground and I said to my future wife, "Look what I can do!" And I flipped my legs over my head because I had not been able to do that since before the accident in 2 sessions. Modern medicine often approaches physical problems as if you don't see the problem, there's nothing to fix, there's nothing wrong with you. But the problem is that with traditional imaging, X-rays, MRIs, CT scans, that it doesn't show that there's a system that attaches to every single cell of your body that can exert up to 2,000 pounds per square inch of compression in that body. And for me, going back to the day of the accident, I had traumatically displaced 3 vertebrae in my spine that was missed. Throughout the years, my tissue system began to compensate and compressing so much that it further compressed my spine, essentially putting a straitjacket on me. The name of the tissue? It's called fascia. Okay? And then, since that time of actually working with that therapist and receiving the John F. Barnes method of myofascial release, I was actually able to change my paradigm as to how I approach tight tissue. By actually holding things gentler, longer, and actually up to around 5 minutes, I was able to release the straitjacket. And by decompressing my spine, I had 2 inches of growth left in my body in my mid-30s. Wow. And I now live pain-free day to day after decades of pain. So, in the past, medicine has looked at fascia as something almost as a dead tissue, something that only just holds muscles in place. The problem with this model is that it was studied on cadavers. It was like they were trying to study how a tree lives by examining a telephone pole. New research continues to show that the fascial system is anything but dead tissue, and within the past year, 2 amazing discoveries. 1, that the fascial system possibly is one of your largest neurologic inputs to your brain as to how your body is moving, and 2, is possibly the largest organ in your body. It is my vision that the more medicine understands about the fascial system, the more it will change physical medicine. I've had to live it, and it is my goal here to share it with you. Thank you.